Hello everybody and welcome to the second stream of the day. Today what are we streaming?
We're streaming the Capitol building scene from The Last of Us. So there are 12 chapters in The Last of Us, and this is the end of the third chapter where they are trying to escape town. This is Joel and Ellie, and they are now a couple after being a triad for a little while with a change of I don't want to create any spoilers here, but Ellie and Joel are now alone for the first time, and they're stuck in this Capitol building, and they are about to be attacked. So we're playing this on Survivor mode, which is the third level highest. I've played them now from easy or simple, easy, medium, and Survivor mode. There's Grounded. I thought that Survivor was the highest level, but Grounded is up above this. But in Survivor, we'll get into this, you don't get a lot of supplies, and you also don't get a lot of warning. So I'm going to just jump right into it, and we can talk as we go. So here we are. They're coming at us. I find that from here, the best thing to do is to run really quickly and get into position right here. Now, this guy comes out of here immediately, and he cannot see you. He cannot see you, and you get a chance to.
Let's do this.
Well, we'll try. We're going to try this again. I think we got a little bit of a late start, but the idea is to immediately get this first guy. The strange thing here is that usually he comes around to my left, and that time he came around to the right. Now there are some, I think the AI does some things in this game that are a little bit unpredictable, so I might not be able to guess all the actions of everybody here, but in general,
all right,
I've played this a couple times. We're going to take him down. He always leaves one bullet, so we're going to grab that bullet. Right there, and then there's this other guy right here, but we're not going to follow him. We're going to look over here, because right away now there should be a guy in riot gear who comes the other way. Well, I'm wrong again. Look at this. Well, this is not playing very well. It's been very predictable the last times I played this. We'll see. There may be something in the AI that I'm not catching that triggers a different response. But let's see if we get the guy who comes through. Now, I had to play this. This is the reason I wanted to play this one. See, now he's going the wrong way now. I don't understand this. The reason I wanted to play this is that this one is I find the first of the game that's about the hardest. There's some other challenging scenes in the museum before this, but this one really took me a long time to make it through. But let's see if I can get this other guy right here predictably. We'll know we're on the right track. Okay, so here's second guy. He comes in. He does basically the same thing. If you keep behind this case, he can't see you. I've never made enough noise where he gets, he figures out where I am. I take him out really quickly.
So
this guy over here on this side, he does not seem to hear anything, and he is pretty easy to.
do you think
He does not come into this room? He just goes here.
Firefly, hit him down.
You're
gonna pay for that.
If you get caught here, you can get away from this pretty easily. And ideally, I would have gotten him without any alarm, because you don't want him to know you're back here. But the rifle here is really key. And
I'm gonna locate this straggler.
also using
Where the fuck are these guys?
Using the rifle as few times as you can is really key. So if I can get this guy out here by letting him come to us and then getting behind him, that's ideal. And strangely enough, even though he is, you can see his head, he can't see around objects like that.
You gotta pick up his ammo.
All right, come on.
I don't think he didn't have any ammo. See, now there's just one guy left. If I could get him to, if I can get him without having to waste a shot, I've got one more bullet that I really would like to have. So a lot of this is cat and mouse on this level. There are only four guys. There's usually a guy right at the end of this hallway who's a sniper. And before, I found that you can use one rifle shot to take that sniper out and then wait and play cat and mouse for the one remaining guy. Now, we might have to wait here a little bit. The thing we don't want to do is be surprised. Because in survivor mode, a lot of what can get you is being surprised by somebody else. If you played Last of Us in the easy or medium or even the hard modes, they take a couple shots to kill you, and you also have a health meter that you're constantly looking at. In the survivor mode or the grounded mode, you have no health meter. So if I'd already been involved in a bunch of fights already, I may be close to dying, and one more punch to the head would do me in. And also, one shot is always gonna take me out. So that's different in this mode. Now I'm a little bit worried that because we're playing this a little bit differently, I'm gonna have to get him to. I'm gonna have to find this other guy and lure him out somehow, or we're not gonna be able to advance, and we'll be here all night waiting for. The other thing that's different in survivor mode is that you don't have that super hearing sense that you do in other modes. Ooh, this is kind of chilling.
I get the bottle.
In the other, I don't know why I grabbed the
Bottles
bottle.
are useful.
What you have in the other modes is you have this super hearing mode, so you can turn.
Stay with me. Come on.
Yeah, he may be gone. You have these super hearing modes, so you can see shadows as you're playing and know. See, here's a guy. You hear that dramatic music always means that some danger is potentially lurking. Or else they're just trying to amp up the anxiety, which they like to do in this game a lot. Now, I know right in this room, too, there aren't a lot of... In survivor mode and ground mode, there aren't a lot of supplies. So you really have to scavenge everywhere you go. And on this level, the only thing that you can get is that bullet from that one guy, and you can get the vitamins on this desk, but there's nothing else. Okay, so we're going to take a gamble here that we're not going to find the fourth soldier lurking around a corner here. If he does show up, they're usually wearing armored gear, and you can't kill him anyway. It'll be all over. Okay, so we've made it, unless he's right here, we've made it through the first floor. There's nobody else coming on this floor, so we can stand up even, and we can run down here. We can make as much noise as we want. Nobody's going to come get us. Nobody's here. Nobody's down here.
Stay down. I don't know how many more there are.
Yeah. So as Joel just said to Ellie, he doesn't know how many more there are. He's got that gravelly voice. At this point in the story, there isn't a lot of character development on Joel's part. He's just this rough and tough guy. He lost his daughter very early on in the first chapter. Maybe that's a spoiler alert in case you haven't played The Last of Us. But that's pretty basic. But he's this really gruff, tough guy, and he's very emotionally detached. And it's only in his development of his relationship with Ellie that he develops some sort of humanity. Okay, so now here we are at the bottom of the Capitol building, and there are our adversaries. There are basically four guys, right? So I've got
the bottle?
No, I've got a rifle right here.
I'm always telling him.
You're always
to
telling me,
lure with
but
the bottle.
This is not.
The bottle is the most useful thing in the game.
The problem is, I don't know where would I lure them to. The problem is I've lured them before, and this is a problem on this level, and I think that's why you have the rifle. Is if you lure them here and you start getting into a fight they come from over here and they get you from behind.
North clear.
Where are you?
You see the bottle.
The bottle.
So,
Okay.
I'd like to ask you some questions about the game.
Okay, because we're gonna have plenty of time because I got to go run through the whole thing all over again.
So,
We run through again. You can ask me questions now because pretty much all this is, hopefully, it's muscle memory. Go ahead.
So, how much harder do you think it increases every mode that you play? Like from the start to where you are now, how much harder do you think it
Well, this is definitely quantum level harder than the first modes. I mean, just the fact that you can't tell where people are. You don't know, around any corner there could be somebody. Whereas in the earlier modes, even through hard mode, you put on your superhuman hearing, and you see a little shadow behind the wall, and you know the guy's coming at you. Whereas this one, there is no signal. I mean, he may be coming from there.
Okay.
There he is. So that was 2 times in a row they came exactly the way they should. But the AI,
Do you think that a lot of people would have a hard time with this level specifically, or
I would not.
Or does it get harder?
I would not play this level to start with. But I think that's the genius of The Last of Us, I think, versus something like Uncharted, is that if you play it more than one time, you play it on a different level, you can have fun playing it at a different level, and it's almost like a new game. Oh, well, so far not so good.
Check down there.
It's not supposed to be luck. What I was thinking was that this would go as well for me as the last couple times, because what happened with me yesterday even was playing this many times through this level. This was not the challenge. It's the next level got to be the challenge, because it's just a battle royale to
It's much harder.
Now the other difference too is if you're playing this in easy or even hard mode, is you have tons of ammunition. It's a matter of just shooting fish in a barrel after a while. You know where they are, you know where they're going to come out, and you just start shooting at them when they come out of the shadows. Whereas in this one, you don't know. I wish he had some ammunition for me.
You wish everyone had ammunition. So guys, leave a comment below or during the stream if you're here, if you want to see more games on this channel, and what games you want.
Especially if you played The Last of Us, we'd be really interested in hearing what your tips are.
As the wild Joel stalks his prey.
Right, the wild Joel. Exactly. The wild Joel. The funny thing is that the guys you're fighting with must have the worst hearing in the world, because we can all hear him like trying to breathe, and then these guys. Okay, so this is where I want to be, is right here. Oh, I got to get extra
Yeah, you
shot
gotta
there.
go back for the rifle.
So if I could, why is that sniper suddenly gone? He was there a minute ago. I think the minute it gets down to only one guy, the sniper gives up his post. So we can either wait for him to come back to us, or we can go looking for him.
I think you should go look for him.
Is that what you think?
Uh-huh.
You're more. I'd kind of like for our viewers to actually see me finish this rather than for this to be kind of a. Oh, there he is. See, there he is right there. Well, this is better. If we can take him out without wasting a shot, we're in better shape. And we have one more extra piece of it.
Oh, fuck!
Okay, well, there's that. Okay. Now, if you haven't played The Last of Us, there is a lot of... Oops. Oh, there's another gun. You can use that.
Stay with me, come on.
It is quite a violent game. Hayden doesn't like to play it yet because it's almost too visceral.
Yeah, sometimes the game can be a bit too violent, but most of the time, not too much.
Ellie, gotta keep up here.
I think it's a very dark game.
It is a very dark game.
But it's
Stay down, I don't know how many more there are.
The themes.
Okay, so now you wanna try something out here. You wanna throw the brick? What do you want to do?
Yeah, throw the brick.
Throw the brick at what?
At the little hall.
Which hall? The other hall?
No, this one. Just throw it right there. Yeah. No. Right back here.
But where?
Like on the column.
Here?
No, on the column. Yeah, that one.
Why?
So then, when they come over here, then you can get it. Did nothing happen? Okay, well. Or you can just shoot your way out of here. Are they gonna come for you?
Yeah, that's the thing, is that they come for you.
Move it!
And the problem is that you end up back in the beginning. So I don't know if we want to continue this stream because it's already getting the idea. This guy's a loser. He can't really teach us much. But what I found is that once you get this part of it, you can get back to that bottom floor really pretty fast. This goes by. You have to be a little patient because there is this constant stalking and waiting for the show to come by. After a while, it's kind of commonplace.
Holy shit.
But the bottom one is really just a gun battle.
He's got a gun. There. Do you see the outline?
Yeah, I did see the outline, but I don't know why that's the only time when you see the outline. Maybe because she says something to you. But if you focus on that guy with the gun, you miss this guy. Right there. So if I can get around him really fast, I can take him out. Waited too long.
So when you originally played this in the easy mode, did you just shoot your way out of here?
In the easy mode, yeah, it's all just shooting out. Now I'll probably wait for this guy to come to us.
Do 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 do.
You're so dumb.
I'm not sure about this AI, but fuck.
I'm not sold on the AI.
Yeah, it's like there was it could be better, but I mean, this game was made how long ago? 5 years ago?
I thought it was 2009 originally for PlayStation 3, was it?
I have no clue. Yeah,
I mean, this has been around for a while. What is she making some noises there? So we have one guy left. There's the guy. There he is, right there. So I think he'll come back out to you.
Yeah, he's probably gonna come back around here. He's gonna see the dead guys.
But if he sees me, yeah, that's not good. That's not friendly. Okay, so here we are back again.
Stay with me. Come on.
Fast on there. Get your vitamins. Take your vitamins.
So here, I wouldn't recommend doing your run through, and especially trying to go back through
Well, that
hallway.
is a good point. Yeah.
Stay down. I don't know how many more there are.
You got to shoot your way through it though, because you can't.
No. What you should do is advance slowly through the hallway and like stop at the little barriers.
But the problem is that if you do that, you will.
Look, now you can go around.
Okay, well, let's try that. I did this once before, and that it is true that in this game you're better off trying to avoid anybody at all. So, if you can, but see, the problem in this one is you can get caught between two guys really easily.
Hold your position.
Say you want to see this guy here? I mean, if he comes in, that's it again.
How did they turn around so fast?
Yeah, so the thing I think in this one is better to shoot those two guys first.
Check out this area. Go check over there.
This is gonna be your last playthrough.
Yeah, I think this is the last one for tonight. I'm not going to belabor this. But I think versus the easy modes and even the hard mode, that's the thing about survivor mode that everybody says in the comments, survivor or grounded mode, is that this
It's just
is
so hard.
yeah, no, you get killed over and over and over again.
You
Whereas
gotta learn from your mistakes.
you gotta learn from your mistakes, yeah. In the other modes, you might. What am I doing? I'm losing my train of thought. In the other modes, you just kind of grind it out. There's like 3 or 4 hours of gameplay, or maybe more than that, 8 to 12 hours of gameplay. But it's mostly just playing through it, shooting through it, getting to the end, understanding the story. See, there's these guys.
Go, come on.
Fuck these guys.
That's the thing, is these, especially the guys with the riot gear on, they are tough.
Hold the stairs.
Okay,
Never mind. I thought
that's
the
it.
brick was gonna be useful.
Yeah, the
But-
brick should be useful.
Turns
Okay, I
out-
think that's enough. Enough for this one. Maybe we'll try this again from the ground floor. The problem is you can't save it from the ground floor. I was trying to save it from the ground floor, but it brings you always all the way right back here.
Okay, so
We try another thing would be to shoot our way out of this. But the problem is that there are 4 guys, and you need a lot of guns.
I'm not dying to that.
Keep your head down.
Oh, fuck.
Headshot. Shot. Now rifle.
That's too bad. Now I don't have anything. I got a brick.
Go for the brick. Maybe sneak up behind him, or try and get ammo from the
right.
guys.
That's true. That's true.
What just happened? the end of our stream.
Yeah, that'd be the end of our stream.
Okay, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a good time. Make sure to like, subscribe. Stay tuned for some more videos.
Yeah, right. Okay.
We'll be probably streaming every weekend.
Yeah, maybe it would be good if we learned some things first.
Yeah. Maybe go over the level a few times.
Go over the level a few times, yeah. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.